My name is Jisoo Kim, a research scientist at Digital and Computational Demography Department in Migration and Mobility Lab. Today I'll be presenting a study that we have done together with Sonyak Elise Wangsun, Kieran Garimella, Andre Groh, Ingmar Weber, and Emilio Zagini on online social integration of migrants using Twitter data. In this study, we investigated whether recent immigrants have integrated socially into online spaces, particularly through Twitter. And we aim to address three intriguing questions. First, whether the number of friends and followers that immigrants have in an online space, especially those in the destination country, increases after migration. Second, whether immigrants lose connections with friends and followers from their country of origin. And finally, to identify distinctive characteristics among migrants whose online friendship increase, in contrast to those who do not experience such expansion of their online social circle. Our methodology involves collecting of a high-quality data set. Initially, we distinguished migrants from non-migrants by tracking changes in their location through geotagged tweets. Simultaneously, we determined the date of migration, which corresponds to when a migrant started tweeting from their destination country. Next, we inferred the dates when social connections were established using method developed by Metered and the others in 2011. To effectively isolate the effect of migration event on the creation of new friendship network on Twitter, we then used one-on-one propensity score matching. This approach allows us to compare migrants with non-migrants in a quasi-causal sense. For each matched pair of migrants and non-migrants, we then assign a placebo date of migration to the non-migrants that matches the actual migration date of their corresponding matched migrants. This enriched dataset allows us to examine the online social integration patterns of both migrants and non-migrants. Specifically, we investigate the proportion of new friends and followers from the United States and the country of origin that were added to their networks after the expected migration date. Our comparison of behavior of matched non-migrants and migrants strongly suggests that the observed increase in friends on Twitter was indeed a consequence of a migration event. To provide more specific insights, we discovered that the duration of migrant stay in the United States had an impact on the number of US-based friends they friended on Twitter. Interestingly, however, a noticeable change in the proportion of US-based friends did not occur until the third year after migration. Further analysis revealed that this increase in the fraction of friends was associated with several user characteristics. For instance, we found that male migrants between the age of 19 to 29 who increased their use of English in their tweets after migration and had migrated 4 or more years ago were the most likely to experience an increase in the fraction of friends within the destination country. Additionally, when we looked at the proportion of origin-based friends in general, we found that migrants did not accumulate as many connections from their home country after migration as they did before. However, as migrants stayed longer in the destination country for an extended period of time, they gradually began to add more origin-based friends on Twitter. Interestingly, in contrast to the patterns that we observed for friends connections, our analysis found no evidence suggesting that the migration event was not associated with an expansion of Twitter users' followers network in the destination country. This study was motivated by the growing importance of online social platforms such as Twitter in people's lives and the increasing value of online communities. At the same time, the social integration of migrants is considered as a crucial dimension of their experience, affecting various facets of their integration, including economics and cultural aspects and many more. With this motivation in mind, we set out to investigate the social integration behavior of migrants within the online space. Through our analysis, we've uncovered how Twitter can serve as a valuable data source for understanding the social integration of immigrants into their host society. We observed that also migration events often led to the expansion of migrants' friends network, indicating their active engagement in online social spaces. And in addition, we found that the level of social integration among migrants varied according to demographic characteristics and language proficiency. This work highlights the key role of online social activities in the integration process of migrants and sheds light on their significance. Of course, there are some limitations to our work. One relates to the typology of Twitter network, which may differ from individuals' real-world social network. In the future, we plan to delve deeper into the context which this social integration observed on Twitter translates into real-world interactions. Additionally, we would like to conduct a more comprehensive examination of countries of origin of immigrants' friends to better understand whether they are integrating into the host society or remaining within their community of origin. This aspect is particularly important when studying social integration, as failure of immigrants to integrate into the local population can potentially lead to social divisions between different communities.